Is this on still?
Yeah.
Oh, hi everyone.
So you
GFW Radio.
They're
We're having a
basically
planning
saying
meeting.
it's time for the heroes of the web to make its valiant return.
It is.
I
Yes.
think it is.
Triumphant return.
I
Sean was on a moping strike last week.
I just, in the same way, I wanted to comment on the nature of how one dude on the internet's voice is suddenly worth like
Yep.
more than the 12-year-old's what's the word, prepubescent voice that I'm.
Sean got some negative feedback, and it made him want to stop.
Yeah, no.
But
I just
the
wanna- I
fans
just
were
didn't wanna play
outraged,
it out.
Sean.
We'll take periodic breaks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then I did get so much like. Okay, I did get a lot of like mail asking for it to come back, but one of them that touched me is this dude.
Some soul searching.
Yeah, this
happened.
dude, he works in like a deli. This goes out to you, my man. He works in a deli, and so he says it's the most bummed out shit he can ever do. But they let him turn the music on sometimes, so he'll put on our podcast. He said that's his favorite part. He looks forward to it every time, and it makes
So
him
while
laugh.
he's sitting there at the frickin' pastrami cutting machine,
he's listening to the heroes of the web. So
He's dropping me.
you got
is
dudes
for
out
you.
there like that,
and
they need this. So
okay,
Real
here's
American
to you.
heroes.
now this one takes some context. I didn't even decide what voice I'm going to read in, but basically it's fine. I didn't find it, but forum guy Yakety Yak Blah, we mentioned it before. He hooked me up, and he found a forum that's dedicated to. Well, it's dedicated to a number of things, but the worship and sexual fetishism of Sonic the Hedgehog cast and characters. But
Now, is it just Sonic characters?
it's just Sonic, but they branch out. So, for example, they'll have subboards where if you want, and these are actual subboards. They have, so for those who fetishize, Bubsy or Donkey Kong or
There's a
but help me
Bubsy.
out here. Donkey Kong was
Crash
one, which was
Bandicoot?
Crash Bandicoot, of course. Spyro or Spyro the Dragon.
Spiro, if he's
Yeah, Zelda, Mario Brothers. There was a guy on there who professed that he had actually masturbated to Boo from Super Mario Brothers. Now, you think I'm making all this up.
No.
Darren and other people in here can attest because I showed you pictures of they posted pictures of their sexual aids on which they put stickers of Sonic
okay,
characters.
so let me.
and
So
stuff.
that's
So getting out of that, the part that we can read, the part that's fit for air, none of it's fit for human consumption. But the part that's fit for Heroes of the Web is that they instituted a program where you're able to marry these characters.
what? Oh.
So, Jeff, go ahead and interrupt me.
wait. What do you mean?
They're able, they're able to marry these
Jeff's
characters.
thinking, I need to screen these before we start talking about them.
What do you mean? Sega said it was okay for you to marry him?
No, they decided on their own in their forum. That
Okay.
They
they'll create-
authorize it.
No,
before.
okay, what I wanted to interrupt you with was maybe I'm just haven't been around that much. But what exactly does this mean, the fetishize? I mean, they think Sonic the Hedgehog is like hot,
Sexy
and so they're
best.
looking at him and they're thinking,
Not only
I'd like
Sonic,
I'd like to get with Sonic.
exactly, and their tastes will differ. Some are attracted to Sonic. Others, there's a female character called Rose, and others, there's what's this guy? It's like a Dr. Robotnik. Is that the dude?
Or Eggman.
Or
Eggman.
Eggman. A guy with a great big bushy mustache and a massive, pot belly, and they draw him on there in a bikini and doing the whole.
Stop.
Oh,
So okay,
dude, come on. You're killing me here.
all right. So that
Jeff
dude.
asked. That's
Okay,
your fault.
Sorry, I did now.
Okay,
Yes, it's what
let's just get into it. So
Okay.
here is the first post when they figured out a way to marry the characters of their dreams.
I love how they figured it out.
And then do you tell your actual wife?
With the help of a wonderful website, and I'll advertise it later, that allow us to marry a video game character. I married Sonic the Hedgehog a few minutes ago. Dear everyone, today is best day of my life, and I want to celebrate it with you all. I'm crying right now. I'm crying. I never thought I was single since he were my lover, but now there is proof on the internet. The whole world will see that I'm married to Sonic with the real certificate, and I'm his first wife. I don't exceed the number 5. Today, Sonic and me are married. Married him to prove my love for him and to prove that I'll be faithful to him for eternity, but I'm still a slave. I would like to give absolutely all the credit to Brutus, who gave me the link to this incredible website. You may even notice that I put up marriage music on our own website. Below this is a certificate of marriage that certifies Alex, and he says he's Sonic's first wife, but this is a male poster. I don't know if that matters, but Alex Henrial and Sonic the Hedgehog were married on the day of
on the 8th day of May 2005. So
Seriously, I think this is the saddest shit I've ever heard. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to top this.
Okay,
this guy got married to Sonic the Hedgehog. And
let's
is bragging about it on a
Let's just hold that
website.
thought
This is
because
hard-hitting
it gets
reporting right
better.
here.
So after that, other people joined along in the fun, and I'm gonna go through these quickly because this goes somewhere that I'm really excited to get to. So Diamond Chicon posts.
This is so awesome! I'm so happy. Never in my wildest dreams have I ever thought me and Knuckles would get married. I didn't think it was possible, but now we are. Just look at my signature. Okay, all giddiness and joyfulness aside for a moment, let me say a few things. First, I want to thank Alex for creating this wonderful site, because without it, I wouldn't have met all the cool people here and never would have married the love of my life. I wish her a happy marriage with Sonic. And second, I also thank Sega Sonic Team for making the Hedgehog games in the first place. Otherwise, Sonic and Knuckles and all the others wouldn't exist, and it wouldn't have been a nice world to live in. And of course, thanks to everyone for being wonderful robophiles and tudophiles.
Okay.
I just love the idea of wanting to marry something called Knuckles.
Okay. So then,
I learned some words there I didn't want to
okay,
know.
to follow it up, Jess the Hedgehog had, after this marrying had happened and everyone had, wed and whatever, rings and vows exchanged, we get to Jess the Hedgehog and he has himself an idea. He says, "Can you open the board for those of us who married more than one character and genuinely love all of our spouses? I agree that a rule should be made to keep polygamy to that board, and I'll abide by it if you do." And Alex, the first person whose comments I read, if I can go back to him, did not like this idea, did not like Just the Hedgehog's idea.
He did not like the idea of there being polygamy.
Of being polygamy in response.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jeff. As much as I'd like you and everyone to be pleased, and as the creator of a website about love and passion, I can't extol this unfaithfulness. Besides, polygamy is forbidden in almost all countries on Earth, and here's proof of how much it might be harmful. Please accept my apologies, Jess.
So,
My God.
let me stop and say,
Sega
they
Mormonism?
have morals, okay? They have morals, people.
They have standards.
You marry
Wow.
a hedgehog, or you marry an echidna, or you marry whatever these other
Busby.
animals are. They are, it's till death
Bubsy.
do you part.
That goddamn right.
Bubsy. You
Bubsy. You don't
get a
cheat on
harem.
Sonic.
You don't have a harem of rodents. Okay, dude? Now get the hell out of here before I ban you. And
You
I think
sick fuck.
I think that person was banned. So that is like, to me,
No
for
Mormons
one,
allowed
the
on the
internet,
site.
The
Nice.
internet, like, once again, makes me afraid of people. I mean, makes me like afraid. Because like you look on your street and you're like, who knows? There's all these closed doors and who knows what goes on. Worst case scenario, someone rents like a risque movie or something. But no, this is going on behind them, and that
Yeah.
scares the hell out of me. But it's kind of funny. But so I don't know that.
How do you get to that place
what
in
do
your
we-
life, really?
I don't know.
How does it get to there? You know,
Trace that back.
you're born, your parents raise you,
Or they don't.
and then one
marry
day
Sonic.
you're marrying cartoon rodents on your computer.
And happy,
It's
but one
just-
of them said, if we can believe them, said they were crying. And again, now I kind of spoiled it at first, but I was like, this shit cannot be real. And that's the sane response to this. It's the same thing if you saw a pig fly by outside. Like, okay, I'm tripping out.
Of course, we could be who are we to judge?
Yeah.
If this makes
Right.
them happy.
No, come on, dude. It's like, well, I'm not judging it, but it's like I'm baffled by it. I'm wondering how it happens. Like how, at what? I mean, it's not even like at what point, but how does it even happen? How
Well,
do you
that's what
go,
I'm saying, yeah.
You know what? You're playing that game.
Right.
You're playing. You're collecting rings, and one dude's like, "Dude, we got to get some more rings. Maybe we should go back to casino level and try to get some rings." And the dude next to him's like, "No, dude, we got to figure out how to marry this fucker."
He's
what-
cute.
What world
Right.
conditions
How does that happen?
Right.
Tails,
set this up?
Tails has got two tails. You know what that's about. I'm just,
So yeah, we can go back right to our regular scheduled programming.
There
There was one last one. If you
over
wanted to hear it.
all my years of gaming, I've been fond of the occasional video game character, but not to that extent.
not that fun.
Not that fond. No.
Now, there's probably a huge community of tunophiles and
Oh,
robophiles. that are gonna-
jeez.
going to write in and tell us what we don't understand, that we persecute them.
One more thread to lock.
But hey, if you're not hurting just don't hurt anybody. It's all good. You can keep
That's
on
right.
marrying them. And it's
That's
I don't
right.
even
Amen.
mind if you're a polygamist with these rodents.
That's how open-minded we are here at GFW.
But I'm actually here and in Utah, it's totally cool.
Okay, the one last thing for White Shadow, same board.
What would you do if you saw Amy totally naked, asleep, groaning, and saying your name?
This one's for the men. Faith the Hedgehog responds,
No.
Slowly back up and shut the door quietly so I wouldn't wake her up.
Oh, that's sweet.
All right, so we
Let's
played
leave it on a
that.
high note.
That's a high note.
Okay.
Back to the schedule program.
Thanks, John.
Ryan's mind.
I'm not gonna sleep
twisted
tonight.
Your head, right?
Games for Windows, everybody.